How do traditional marketing methods differ from digital or online, do you think?
The so there is a two sides of the coin, and a lot of marketers try to separate digital and traditional. I would
Mhm.
say that they definitely should work together. And there are definitely a lot of differences. It's just whenever you are talking about any kind of campaign, in order to get the most out of it, especially on any larger scale campaign, you would have to use both traditional and marketing. Now, in terms of advantages and like disadvantages, pros and cons, so the biggest difference between traditional and digital is that digital, you can track literally everything.
Mhm.
Every click, every form submission, every visit to the website, where they came from, how long they stayed, if they performed any kind of action, if they called a phone number, you can track that journey very, very precisely. And therefore that allows you to calculate very accurately your return on investment, how well campaign performed or how bad it performed. And that's really the beauty and the magic of digital marketing. In traditional marketing, let's say you post an ad, you pay for an ad in like a newspaper or a magazine, or put a billboard on the side of the road. You definitely gonna get exposure, but you have no idea how many eyes saw it. Was it a few thousand or a few 100,000? You will never know for sure, and you can kind of estimate, I guess, but in terms of exact numbers, you will never know. So those are the two main differences. But again, when we talk about any of a like a bigger campaign, you gotta do both. And one of the first things you always have to think about is in business is return on investment. So really what it comes down to is the how you split your budget between online and traditional. How much can you risk? Because again, in traditional, it's a very high risk because you will never know. You can't. And typically, even in traditional marketing, the typical commitment is much longer. Let's say if you want to put up a billboard, nobody will talk to you unless you want to sign a contract for maybe like 3 or 6 months, or even you typically a year.